So I got my schedule for my next Tesla interview. I mean, today after I have my C++ and Python interview as well, which I have about like 3-4 hours to like prep for. A couple of things. This guy is I don't know if you're able to see him, but uh, yeah, this guy's my next interview. It's probably the most cracked person that I'm interviewing for so far. Like he's like a staff software to like manager and now like at the AP organization. Um, like 2004. He went to school in 2009. 2009. 15. And he's just like pushing 40. Um, oh yeah, he's like 40 years old. Um, he's 40, managed a lot of people. Um, and obviously, like this made me kind of approach the way I think about this interview differently. Like for this morning, where no matter how much I try to fool him, no matter how much like it doesn't cross my mind that it is something possible for me to potentially like fool him. Um, Fool him as in like make myself look a lot more competent than I am. And I'm realizing, okay, like what would a staff engineer or a manager kind of like value? And honestly, it's like it's not that like just because someone value it, I can just magically have it. Um, but I think what I realized that I could do is don't act like a person who don't act like a person who doesn't know how to do X or just learned how to do X. All right, like so for example, like when I work on my like system design stuff in Guadalupe or Tesla or in general in the company or whatever, I've always noticed like a DTO will like have this like certain like fixation over um certain fixation over knowing how to like do like certain fixation over like wouldn't you do this, like wouldn't you like for things outside of this like mechanical engineering domain, like wouldn't you do this, like wouldn't you like how wouldn't you do it like that, or um where it was in my head I was just like I always think like dude it's just another architecture, like it's just like it just sounds like a person who is not good at it, or a person who's trying to be good at it and not good at it, pretending that they are good at it. Right? It's like you're approaching this in perspective of a person who doesn't know how to do this, where their mind is just fixed on that Boolean value of like I can do it or I can't do it. Same with like whenever I look at talk to people, it's like the same thing as insecurity almost, like when they're not a secure person, when they're not insecure, when they don't know what they want, they just like try to be seen as a person who can do that X thing, and then you can just obviously tell. For me, like I'm just like dude, like let's just have a conversation, like stop getting so defensive, like before I before I'm gonna be able to even get to having like a see you as an equal, for me to have those kind of I guess philosophical conversation, and for me to feel that it's worthy of or entertaining enough for us to have a philosophical conversation, because I haven't had that um, stimulation for a long time from just a random person. So like when I usually look at you, like I don't even look at you to be I'm just not even looking to be stimulated. I'm just trying to see like, can this person even hold a conversation with me, like, or is it gonna be straight up defensive? So it's like But people who are insecure about themselves or what they are and who they are, like they start making everything about that thing that they're trying to hide. The point is, like, on the other side of it, like, there are levels to this. Like, can I even hold a conversation with them? And I think it's the same with the Python and C++ and whatever coding. Like, I am viewing this in such a angle of like, oh, I don't know how to do Python. I don't know how to do C++. I gotta pretend that I can, or I gotta seem like I probably can, or whatever. But like, um, in reality, like, you need to be able to have a conversation with the other person about this technical common problem. You need to be able to just like discuss, like talk about it, like just have a normal train of thought and try to solve it. Like the tiers could be like, is this person capable of actually like critically discussing about something that they absolutely have no idea about. And part of it is that you should have an idea and fundamentals on how things work. Obviously, since you're a software engineer, but like you also, you're gonna have to try your best to develop that. But you also can't get something that you don't have, right? Um, so until then, I should always like try to be prepared so I can technically discuss all these matters. But when I'm in that spot, like the point is like, don't act like a person who's just trying to hide that you can't code, right? Don't act like an insecure person trying to hide that you're not insecure. Like, don't act like a person who are insecure about this one thing, or they just learn how to do it. Then they're gonna start judging me on that. That's the thing. When I look at people, I like. I mean, yeah, I could judge them. Like, well, like this guy's so full of shit or whatever. But like, actually, I only judge them when it feels like they are so full of themselves, but I can tell that they're not. Then I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this conviction coming from? Like, you know that you're nothing, right? You know that like this is fragile, right? But if they don't have that, like, my brain does not engage. Like, it doesn't do anything in the background. It's just like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. And it's just that I get extremely drained when there's cases where like, um, they can't even. I don't even expect them to be able to clap back. It's just that I can't even have a conversation with them. That's the issue, right? That's what the frustrating part. So like, can you even hold a conversation, right? I think that's super important. Like, for solving a problem that you don't know how to solve, right? Can you hold a conversation? And obviously, you should try to learn how to solve it between the now and then. Um, but today we have 4 interviews. Um, we have Loop, Mitchell, Applied Intuition, Astronus. Um, Applied Intuition is C++, so like, as soon as I get off the call at 12:45, I'm just gonna grind the syntaxes. But like, it's almost like, and then Astronus is like, we'll see, but it's almost like facing reality. It's like can like this is I think when you're facing any challenges, or when you're facing anything, I think you need to like know what you're getting yourself into. Like, if like if you're taking a test, you gotta get is this a multiple choice test? Is this like a written test, or like, am I if I'm talking to someone, if it's an interview, is this just like an absolute like coding level interview? And if that, or is this like, could there be something more than that? I mean, I don't know. So yeah, just remember that. Don't just remember and remind yourself not to carry yourself and behave like a person who's trying to not, um, whose goal is to not be exposed. Um, right? Just be